Hey guys, three stocks that I'm interested in playing before earnings tomorrow after market close with small positions are AMD, Google, and Snapchat. Let's start with Snapchat, guys. This one I haven't talked about in a while because they haven't had good earnings numbers, but I think this could change because the CEO said that they're on pace for record revenues this year. And so that gives me some hope that they can beat and raise. It's all going to come down to is their user growth getting better, right? And their AI initiatives, I like that they're in that space. So if they beat and raise, this is one that can go up pretty nicely because I've seen that happen in the past. Okay, so Snapchat is kind of a high flyer, a little riskier one, okay? But then AMD is one I like because I think they can carve out market share because there's so much demand for these chips and they do work with a lot of the mega cap companies. So obviously NVIDIA's the number one choice, but I think AMD will do well also, and they're well off their highs. Remember, AMD got up into the 200s and right now it's in the 150s, or it's like 158, somewhere in there. So I see there being more upside with that one if they can beat and raise, and I do anticipate a beat and raise. Maybe it's a smaller one, but either way, they usually do come through. So I like AMD. And then also Google, because it's off of its highs. Anytime you can get one of these cheaper valued mega caps off of its highs, even with the negativity around the antitrust scrutiny with the regulation, the fines they got over Google search, I still like it. I think they'll still report decent numbers where maybe you can get a pop. Obviously, that's not going to move as much as, Snapchat, for example, but I think it's a good opportunity. If you're holding long, especially, it's going to get back to all-time highs because they have, right, the AI, obviously the chat bot too. They got the Google search. They have YouTube, what I'm talking on right now. So many ways to make money, so I wouldn't bet against them long-term. So those are three that I have. Well, first of all, the AMD and Google are the ones I have strong conviction on. Snapchat, not yet, but because of the CEO's comments, that's why I'm willing to take a shot on that one again. But these are all small positions because, as we know, going in the earnings can be like gambling, and that's for some people. You can make good money doing it, right, if you really research and play the right ones, but it's hard sometimes because no one knows the stock price reaction at first after they drop earnings, right? They could have a good earnings and it's a sell the news event, and then it bounces later, or it goes up at first and then they have the conference call and then the management says something negative and then it falls, right? So that's why it's kind of a wild card. So just know that that's why I only go into earnings with small positions. And then you can always add when you see good opportunities, like let's say AMD does beat and raise, right? But then the stock falls into the 140s, then you can say, hey, I'm picking up some shares right here, right? Adding to my long-term account. So that's kind of the way to play it. Take what the market gives you.